We are finally getting a new Silent Hill game, and it's called Silent Hill F. Now, don't ask me what the F stands for because I have no idea, but I like to think it stands for friendship because that's what all the other games were about. Now, before I share my dumbass opinions and thoughts about the upcoming Silent Hill game, I have a bit of a confession to make. I did not grow up playing the Silent Hill games. In fact, I didn't even know about their existence. As a kid, I used to play the SNES, and I'm quite familiar with Super Mario Brothers and all that, but not so much the Silent Hill games. Later on in life, I was definitely introduced and quite intrigued by the Silent Hill games, but I've never really taken the time to play these games. But just because I'm not an expert on the subject does not mean that I also didn't notice some things when I watched the new trailer that just recently dropped. I think I became invested more in Silent Hill when PT came out, and it was a phenomenal playable teaser. It had a lot of potential. It's such a shame that it was actually cancelled in the end because it had everything that the players were looking for. It had a great setting, it was terrifying, and it had Norman Reedus. What more do you want? Needless to say, PT left a huge impact in the gaming world, and it's still talked about to this day. There's even a new teaser that you can still play on the PlayStation 5 console and probably other places as well. It's called Silent Hill Short Message. I did play a little bit of that, but I'm not great with horror games, so I kind of quit in the middle because it terrified me. But with this new trailer, I did end up noticing a couple of things, and they have definitely changed the formula on this one. So the one thing that I think I understand about the Silent Hill games is that Silent Hill is a town, its own little town that for some reason people end up there. But it has never really managed to manifest itself in other locations in the, Silent Hill world. But in this trailer, it seems like it is just a regular Japanese town, which then gets engulfed in the fog that we are all familiar with, and then the creatures that come along with it. I'm not really familiar with the creatures in previous games, except maybe Pyramid Head, but it seems like these type of creatures are very different from previous titles. We're going to see new and improved and terrifying creatures that are probably going to make you just want to stop playing entirely. We are going to see a whole bunch of new types of creatures and monsters that are going to elevate the Silent Hill franchise. Knowing that they have now chosen to just let the fog take over any sort of town or village or city, that can open up whole new doors for the Silent Hill franchise. We could see other parts of the world that could be enshrouded by the fog and just turning it into a hellscape. That's a terrifying thought, but I think it is a really, really good idea. I know that I'm going to struggle with this because it's a horror game and I'm not the best when it comes to horror games, but I definitely want to give this one a shot because I remember watching the teaser 2 years ago and was immediately hooked. See this lady? This lady on the screen right here? Forget the one behind me, that's just recording my audio. I mean this lady. When I saw that lady for the first time, I thought, who is this lady and how can I date her? But then after thinking about it a little bit, I just realized it was a bad idea because she's just way out of my league. But the teaser definitely left some kind of impact on me and I wanted to see more. I was just fascinated by the setting, the colors, the artistry of this teaser. It really made me curious and I wanted to see more. But of course, we haven't really heard a lot afterwards, and now all of a sudden we have an actual trailer. The trailer is also substantial. It's quite long. It's 3 minutes and 40 seconds that really showcase where it is, what's going to happen, and who we're also going to be playing as. I think our character is going to go through a hell of a lot of different emotions. She's going to struggle a lot, but I'm very curious to see what they're going to do with this character and how she's going to evolve as the game progresses. I've also noticed that this particular lady right here is probably going to be the antagonist of the game. At least I hope so, because she looks awesome. I'm really wondering what kind of skills and abilities that she might have that are going to push our character that we are going to play to her limits. I think that one of the powers that she possesses, if she's back in the game as well, I truly believe that she will be, because, you know, why else have this type of wallpaper? She seems like to have an ability where she can summon or spawn these red flowers or plants that will definitely have a very negative effect on our character, as in it will either gradually make her very sick and kill her, or turn her into one of her creatures and just make her join the army. Or maybe it does something else entirely and I just don't know what, because, you know, I'm not really familiar with Silent Hill games. I've never played them before. Either way, I am very, very excited for this title, and I'm definitely going to play this game when it comes out. I really do hope that it lives up to everybody's expectations, because they've set a high bar. But from what we have seen in the trailer, it's probably going to be a really good game. There's going to be great performances overall, and I think it's going to be one of the best games that's going to come out. We don't really have a release date yet, but I'm going to guesstimate here. They seem to have made quite a lot of progress, but I think that we're still far off. And this game might not come out this year, but it's definitely going to come out next year. And of course, it's going to release on all the major consoles and of course PC. And it's probably going to look way better than maybe some other games that we have seen on the same types of consoles. So what do you think of the new Silent Hill trailer? Are you excited to play this game? Are you maybe like me, not really familiar with the Silent Hill franchise, but would really love to try this game out? What do you think that the game is going to be like when it comes out? Leave it down in the comments below. Add me on Twitch. Maybe you can also catch me streaming over there. I always love to meet new people, so, you know, just come and say hi. I love that. You can find me over at twitch.tv/sittingdutchman90. If you like this video instead, because you don't have Twitch or you just don't want another social media platform, that's fine too. You can like this and maybe even consider subscribing for more content. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.